Might I offer you some advice? Forget everything that you think you know.
You're a man looking at the world through a keyhole. You've spent your life trying to widen it. Your work saved the lives of thousands. What if I told you that reality is one of many?
I don't believe in fairy tales about chakras or energy or the power of belief.
You wonder what I see in your future? Possibility.
Why are you doing this?
There are other ways to save lives. So much you don't know.
Teach me.
So that was a Doctor Strange trailer. If you haven't seen the trailer, go check it out. There's other trailers as well. That's just the preview. I actually just got back from seeing it, and to be honest, it was an amazing movie. I would probably class it as the second best Marvel movie next to the original, like next to the first Avengers. So what are my thoughts on it? Well, let's get into it. Now, Doctor Strange, played by Benedict Cumberbatch, did a really fantastic job at the role. I definitely would have not seen anyone play a better role than him. They really told the origin of Doctor Strange really well, and the plot and the villain. The villain I didn't like, who was Dormammu, was not shown to his potential like he is in the comics. As you can see, he was in this he's in a fiery sort of skull-looking way, but in the movie, he was portrayed as this sort of dark matter sort of cloud-type thing in the galaxy, and I actually thought it was Galactus at the start, because, like, Dormammu, it didn't really pop into my mind until the end, and when I was like, oh, okay, Dormammu, and when I saw it, I'm like, they confusing, it looks like Galactus. And because we're usually seeing Dormammu as the skull that he is, like with the fiery face and all that, as he really is, it kind of got me a bit confused with who are they really talking about as the villains. So that was pretty good. On the other hand, it has had some pretty good reviews from IMDb, Rotten Tomatoes, and Metacritic. But in saying this, Doctor Strange had its funny moments. It really did. It set on the really emotional origin story, the humour as well during it, and the characters, they all played a very important role in the movie, no matter how big or small it was. They still did their role, and it was amazing. A lot of the magic was shown in the movie as well. In this scene, a lot of people thought it was kind of, him going into multiple forms. It was actually him going into the astro plane, which was pretty good. And we saw other magical entities and effects, exactly like the Eye of Agamotto. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. But as you can see in this, it is clearly shown and visible in it. So if anyone wondered what that is what it is. And we also see his cape of levitation. But definitely I believe that Doctor Strange will appear in the Infinity War with all the other Avengers. And I believe somehow it is all tied up with it. I definitely will think that Doctor Strange will come in part 2 of Infinity War, but I believe also that he will be featured in Thor Ragnarok. That's right, Thor Ragnarok. We see in the post credits about it. Sorry, spoilers. Spoiler alert. I'm gonna put that in the description. Thor Ragnarok. Now, this could be a very possible opportunity for him to appear in Avengers Infinity War Part 1. But I believe it will be Infinity War Part 2 with the way Marvel has scheduled their phase and timeline. So we never really know of what can happen with Doctor Strange and Thor itself. But by far, I really did enjoy the Doctor Strange movie. They're really focused on a lot of the CGI work that was used a lot in it. Like in the trailer with all the buildings moving, that was meant to make people feel a bit of like a vertigo sort of feeling and, sort of wary like they did in the comics. But I really like how they abused the timeline and not the timeline, but how they abused the magic and the different dimensions. I really liked that. That played a big part in the movie, especially along with him training and, him trying to, forgetting about everything in his past and moving on. But he really doesn't divert and go away from that. He kind of sticks with it and believes that he can still go back. And when he tries to get the opportunity, he sort of takes it but then denies it. So it really plays on an emotional side as well, continuing with his wife, kind of accepting who he is. And that's what I found really weird. Like, she accepted him having these magical, strange powers so fast. That kind of put it off. Like, if we saw someone with a magic floating cape, we would be like, what the... But no, in all seriousness, this movie is fantastic. It's phenomenal. If you guys want to go see it, definitely go watch it. It deserves a 9.5 out of 10. The only what I didn't like about it was probably how they didn't show the villain, of course, in his potential self. But then again, he could come in line with Infinity War. Like, this is what Marvel likes to do. They don't show the full potential, and then in the very last stage, they show it, like, it just comes out, and that's what Marvel want to do with a bang, and Doctor Strange definitely puts it in place for it. I think Doctor Strange could literally set the Marvel timeline for where it needs to go. Like, yeah, Thor, we're getting another movie with it, and, we get to see where Hulk went. And yeah, it could be that, but Doctor Strange is literally going into these other movies, and he's appearing. So I would recommend going to see this, and it was absolutely phenomenal. Sorry I haven't uploaded in a couple of weeks because I have not been able to get anything I need. I know I need to catch up on all the new movies. I'm not doing the Power Rangers because I don't like Power Rangers, and yeah. But I reposted my Flash one, and yeah. So go enjoy that, and yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all later. Oh, and by the way, how cool would this be if we saw it for the next poster for the new Avengers movie? Like, look how cool that would be. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and see you later.